Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title and the thumbnail, today we are doing a recreation of the famous the Burrow from Harry Potter. This is actually my second time recording the voiceover for this video because I recorded it maybe a week ago, and as I was listening back to the footage of me talking about it, I was just like, this is the most boring thing I have ever watched or heard in my entire life, and so I decided to re-record it, re-voice over it, I don't know, in an attempt to be at least kind of interesting. So yeah, this is my second time recording this. Hopefully this time I'll be a little bit more entertaining, and yeah, it was so boring. Also, one thing I want to mention just before you get too far into this video, I somehow didn't record I did record the footage of the very end, like when I was making the bedrooms, but it like got corrupted or something. I am not great with computers. I don't know how all of that works or what it all means, but when I tried to import it into iMovie, it was like, I don't know what the term is, but it was just totally not working, and I tried to do a few different things. I tried to convert it into like footage that I could use, and it just was not working out for me. So you will unfortunately miss the footage of me furnishing the bedrooms of like the Weasley children and the Weasley matriarch and patriarch, of course, but I do post screenshots at the very end, so if you do want to see what it looks like, you will be able to see that at the very end. You're just not going to be able to watch it being furnished because something happened with my computer or whatever, and it just decided that it was going to have issues today for some reason. So anyway, I'm super excited for this build because I love Harry Potter. If you didn't watch my Malfoy Manor build, which you should watch if you haven't watched it, because I don't know, you should. I love Harry Potter. I think it's so great. It was like my obsession as a kid, and also, who am I lying? It's still my obsession as an adult now. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, but I think it's super great, and it's fun to be able to do these recreations in The Sims, especially now that we're getting a lot more packs and we have a lot more stuff that works with these kind of recreations. If you have any more ideas of what I could do a recreation of, specifically from Harry Potter, but from anything honestly, please let me know. I think they're super fun to do. I did actually try to do Grimmauld Place maybe a month ago, but again, something happened with the footage and I lost literally all of it. So if you want to go to my gallery, it's there so you could download it, but the footage was just unwatchable because it looked really bad. I think we finally have it kind of under control, but we'll see how it goes. It's a work in progress, of course. But yeah, if you have any ideas of things that you want to see or things you think I would be good at building, please let me know, because I love Harry Potter and I love doing recreations. So just let me know in the comment section down below if you have any ideas. Oh, before I forget, in case you happen to have watched my previous speed build, which you probably didn't because I think there's only one person who like consistently watches my videos, and of course, let's all be honest, it's my boyfriend, but you know, maybe you did watch my previous video, you never know, where I complained about having to buy a dress for this banquet thing. I have a news flash, or a little update. The event that I was going to have to buy the dress for, which would have been this Friday, like a week from when I'm recording this, got canceled. So I don't actually have to buy a dress, at least immediately. So that's really good. I still have to buy it for an event that's in like mid-March, but I get to procrastinate having to buy a dress for about a month, which is really great for me. In case you were looking for an update there. So I'm really excited. I don't even have to look until like March 1st. So I'm pumped because now I get to procrastinate that for quite a while longer, which I probably shouldn't do. I should probably just get it over with. But, you know, I can almost guarantee you I'm not going to do that. So also, today is Friday for me. It's Friday night. And it is the Friday, like the first Friday after the first week of my semester. No, sorry. The first Friday after the first week of my new semester. So it's currently spring semester for me. And just a little background, I guess. I go to a community college. In the state that I live in, they're actually kind of quite different to like other places from what I understand. I believe in some states a community college is kind of more like a vocational school almost, where you learn like trades sort of, is from what I understand. I don't know how true that is because I obviously live in the state that I live in, but where I live, it's more of kind of like a smaller university almost, where you transfer to a 4-year university. It saves you a lot of money because tuition is quite a bit cheaper. From what I understand, a unit at a community college is about $45, and at a 4-year, it's like $500 per unit. So you end up saving a lot of money in the long run, obviously, because tuition is a ton cheaper. So yeah, and also professors tend to be a lot better at community colleges as well, from what I understand, because at 4-year universities, at research universities, a lot of the time professors are only there so that they can complete their research, whereas at a community college, the professors are basically just teachers. Like, they're people who want to teach. They want to be professors because there's no research at community colleges. I don't know exactly how true that is because, again, I only have my experiences and what I've heard, but it seems likely to me. I've had a lot of really great professors that are really engaged in their students or whatever. So anyway, if you live in California, I would strongly suggest going to a community college first. I know, like, at my school, it was kind of really looked down upon, almost like a failure kind of thing, but I think that's stupid, and yeah, I would recommend it if you live in the same in California where I live. So anyway, like I said, I just finished the first week of my new semester, and I have a lot of feelings. I have a lot of feelings about students and professors, and I would like to share them with you because you probably have similar feelings and experiences if you go to college at all, or if you go to a 4-year community college, whatever. And complaining about school is always fun. I am very lucky that I get to go to school. I know that, but sometimes it's still just fun to complain about it and listen to other people's experiences, because some of the stuff that you see at school is just outright ridiculous, and I want to share it with you. And the first experience that I have to share that is really annoying are those senior sweatshirts that freshmen wear to classes. So I'm a sophomore. This is my second year at college, and I'm assuming this is something that's done across the United States. Not for sure, because again, I only have my experiences, but I'm assuming this is something that a lot of people have. I know when I was a senior in high school, this vendor guy came to sell us class rings, which, if you don't live in the United States, class rings are basically this thing where they're really ugly. They're literally butt ugly. If you look up a picture of a class ring, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They're just really bulky and gross, and basically it just says the year that you graduated, and you just keep it. And they're really expensive too for what you get, and it's really stupid, and I have never understood it. I could understand it for college maybe, but from high school, I just want to move on. I hated high school. But anyway, so like I said, this guy came to our school, and he tried to sell us these class rings. I obviously never got one because I thought they were stupid. But something else that he sold us, or he tried to sell us, was these they're sweatshirts that say, literally they just say senior on them, and then it has the year that the person graduated. And so I remember when this guy was doing that, I was like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Again, high school, I hated it. I wanted to move on. But some people bought them, and something that I am tired of seeing at school is all these freshmen, because of course they're freshmen, wearing their stupid senior 17 sweatshirts all around school. I'm like, excuse me, can you just not? You're in college now. Now is not the time to wear your senior sweatshirts. Everybody knows you're super proud that you went to whatever high school, but you just need to take it down a notch. I don't know, maybe that sounds mean. I personally could not get out of high school quick enough. I am much more fond of college. I think it's a much better experience for me personally, and I think a lot of people live in their glory days in high school, and to me, I find it annoying. Again, I don't know if that's gonna bother anybody if you did live in your glory days in high school or whatever, but for me, not for me. And something that I'm even more tired of happening is if you've never been to college, something that professors will do is on the first day of the semester, they will give you the syllabus, which like normal stuff that you would get in high school or whatever, where they give you like the class policies, like you can't go to the bathroom, or which in college nobody cares, but in high school, you know, that's what it might be like, where you it just gives you the policies of what the professor does, if they accept late work, make up exams, that kind of stuff. And then another thing that they'll have in the syllabus is they have the entire like list of what's due for the entire semester. So they'll have all the homework assignments, if they have any, or exams and readings like listed out. And something that I'm really tired of seeing on those syllabuses or syllabi is when professors make reading due on the first day of class. Like, I'm sorry, class literally just started and you're giving me 30 pages of reading. No, like, and I get it that professors do it to like get started or whatever, and I think some professors do it to like weed people out, but like, excuse me, you gave me this syllabus at 9:35 in the morning and you expect that I had it done at 9:35 in the morning. That literally doesn't make any sense. It really drives me crazy because not only is it literally just irrational and really pissed me off personally, but also then you're just behind because you have to catch up on that reading so that then you can finish the reading that's due the next day, and then you have reading the next day, and it's just like, clearly you didn't think this out because it doesn't make any sense. Like, it gets me, and I really wish professors would stop doing this. If you happen to be a professor watching this, please stop it. Nobody likes it. It just stresses people out, and it's annoying, to be honest. So another feeling that I have that I want to comment on is about those students who speak to themselves during class. Like, there's this girl who sits behind me in one of my classes, and she literally, as the professor is speaking, will just be like, yeah, I get that. Oh, like this thing. Oh, I'm like, can you just not? Like, I'm trying to learn and understand the professor, and I cannot do that when you're literally just whispering in my ear, oh, like, and I know I sound really cynical in this video because I'm like literally complaining about tons of different things and being super mean, but like, when it comes to school, like, people just get to me, and it just really, I don't know. So yeah, if you are one of those students, please don't do that. Just keep your thoughts to yourself. If you have a question, raise your hand and ask. Like, it's just those kids who just speak to themselves in class that it's just like inner monologue. Like, speak to yourself. You don't need to speak to everybody in the class because it's really distracting. So I have one more really cynical thing to complain about, and then I'm done, I promise. So the last thing I have to complain about for school is about those teachers or professors, whatever, who think that their class is like the most important class in the entire world. Like, for example, I know that, you know, you think that this intro to sociology class or intro to psych class or whatever is like the most important class that we'll ever take in our entire lives, but like, just literally take it down a notch. That's it. Like, you don't need to be this intense, you know, for all those professors who just like, you know, have like homework assignments due all the time and all this reading and blah blah blah, like, and then they act like this is such a super important class, and it's like, you know that everybody just takes this class for gen ed requirements, so there's no reason to be this intense and crazy. All I have to say is just, again, take it down a notch. Anyway, I'm sorry to have been complaining this entire video. I just had to get it off of my chest. Obviously, we are in screenshots. Like I said, we missed the video footage of the bedrooms, but you'll see some screenshots. The kitchen, I think, was my favorite room in the entire house. Sorry I wasn't really commenting on the building. I was just complaining. But I really hope you like this video. If you have any suggestions or comments or questions or anything like that, please leave them in the comment section down below. If you like this video, like it. If you like me, subscribe. It'll make me really happy. And either way, I hope I get to see you in my next video, and have a nice day. Bye.